Good morning. We're at Lake Jordan in North Carolina, and today we will be talking about this gorgeous, very rare 2005 Jaguar XKR. It's not a Victory Edition, but very close to it. This is a Radiance red on Cashmere, with the Detroit wheel package and cross-tooled rotors all around, and also adaptive cruise control, which is a feature well ahead of its time. It basically looks at the car in front of you and adjusts your speed accordingly. So I want to say that this is a very rare car to find. It's got the RECARO seats, which is a very rare option on these cars. And today we'll be talking about what makes this car popular and why it's a head turner. It should be obvious by now, but we're gonna make this fun. One other thing very important about these cars is that the depreciation is very low or non-existent in some cases. As you can see from this diagram, I kept track of cars that I sold between 2012 and 2019 today. Over the last 7 years, and as you can see, some of these cars they dropped for a little bit and then they started coming back up. Others are pretty constant, they're kind of flat. You don't see anything, you don't see a typical depreciation curve where you see a drop from year to year. They tend to kind of stay flat, or in some cases come back up. So we're specialists in these cars in 2001 to 2006 Jaguar XKRs, and we sold about 100 of them. So based on our sales experience so far, this is what we have observed. This is a classic case of have your cake and eat it too. You get to drive a nice car and you don't lose money on it when you resell it. Very important now, okay? So let's talk about what sets this car apart. There are many things that really sets this car apart in terms of how rare it can be. First of all, this is Radiance color. This is a very rare color on these cars, especially on a supercharged XKR. I can count on fingers of one hand how many of these I had in XKR. I've had a few in XK8s, but not a whole lot in XKRs. By the way, these hood scoops here that you see, this is something that differentiates an XKR from a non-supercharged XK8. These are functional actually, and if you put your hand here, you can feel the heat coming out of the superchargers, out of the engine. So let's see what sets this car apart here. Starting in 05, the last 2 years of this generation, 05 and 06, you have one full grille, except the instead of the 3 broken up little grills, which is gives it a better look. I think it's a very clean look, and also you get a scoop down, gives it a more sporty look. I really like the newer facelift 05, 06. There are a lot of people who like the older ones up to 05, 06. They think it looks more classic. I prefer this one here. So let's look at the wheels here. These are the Detroit wheels. In my opinion, these are probably the best wheels you can get on these XKRs. These and the Perseus that were used on Victory Edition. 20-inch BPS wheels. Be very careful how you park this car. You see these stainless steel rings here. They get damaged very easily if you hit the curb with it, and then unfortunately you have to replace them. They won't look nice. So it's pretty pricey to replace them. You have to source them out of England, and then you have to take all these bolts around, take this centerpiece out, replace the ring. So it takes some work to get it done, but it does look beautiful. Especially the red Brembo calipers, they really stand out and looks really nice, I think, in my opinion. Cross-tooled rotors. You see the R badge here. Classy, understated look. I really love this car. One of the features this car has aftermarket is Borla exhaust. These are Borla exhaust. Here you see the tips are larger than usual, and it gives it an awesome guttural noise. Let's try it on, see what that sounds like. One other thing I like about these cars is how easy you can take the stop down. It's just 1, 2, 3 motion, one button operation. Just hold this thing down here, and voila, you don't have to do much of anything else. All you have to do though is just hold it down until it's completed. Hear that cling? That means it's done. Drop the windows, put the convertible boot cover back on. One person can do this, pretty simple. And this keeps the dirt from falling in, protects the headliner of the convertible top. Look at that. One other thing I wanted to show is how large the trunk is. Even after you drop the top, you have a lot of trunk here, which is not true for the newer convertibles with the hardtop convertibles. Once you open the top, you only have like a little bit of space here that you can put small things. Here you can still put like 2 golf bags in here. You got a spare tire in here along with a toolkit and a jack. 6 CD changer here and a DVD navigation. Good for those long trips. You can go across country and put all that music you want to listen to. And look at that, you got a convertible on your hands here. One other feature about this car that sets it apart is the RECARO seats. These were rare options that was chosen on these cars. Usually you get the Jaguar XJ style seats, which is the same ones that we use in the sedan. These are pretty much racing seats. You have a lot of side bolster support and very good lateral support for your legs. So I think these are very comfortable seats, probably the best seats in the business. So let's recap all these things that sets this car apart, and the reason why you're not going to find another one like it. Very rare color combination for an XKR of this generation, which is Radiance on Cashmere. And then you get the 20-inch Detroit wheels, BBS wheels. You get the adaptive cruise control, which is a very rare option. And then you get the RECARO seats, which is again another rare option. So everything put together makes this an incredibly rare find. I think this is only probably the second one I have like this, with RECARO seats and the color and the BBS wheels, to have all these issues. So one more reason to like this car. So let's check out the engine here. 390 horsepower, 400 foot-pound of torque, double overhead cam engine, supercharged V8. Pleasure to drive. This car is a cruiser. It's just a gift that never stops giving. Wonderful car to drive around. This is a perfect day to take the top down. It's a beautiful May day. Today is 22nd of May 2019. Weather is great here at Lake Jordan in North Carolina. We have a few days of wonder, I should say, before the summer kicks in and it gets all humid. Notice the Borla exhaust, very guttural noise. A lot of you guys may like. Gives it a feel of muscle, English muscle power here. This is what life is about. Take the top down and don't think, just do. I saw that in a movie somewhere. Thank for watching our video today. We will have more coming your way. We are passionate about our work, and we're planning on a Maserati coupe coming up, a Jaguar XKR coupe, and a Aston Martin at some point in the near future, I hope. Thank you for watching.